Hi there, and welcome to this complete guide on ALFA, our invoice management solution built for businesses that bill regularly. In this video, we will help you get familiar with the platform and show you how to get started quickly. To begin, there are two simple ways to sign up for ALFA. You can create an account using your email address by setting a password and signing up. Or, if you prefer a faster option, you can sign up by securely linking your Google account. Once you complete this step, you will be ready to start managing your clients and invoices in just a few clicks. Let's go ahead and log in. Once you are logged in, you will land on the main dashboard, and we will come back to this section in a moment. First, let's head over to Settings. You should start by setting up your date format and default currency. This customizes the dashboard to match your preferences, making it easier to review and manage your invoices at a glance. Next, you will want to set up your company details. Depending on your plan, you can set up a single or multiple business entities you own. With ALFA's Pro plan, you can create and manage multiple entities within a single account. This means you do not need additional accounts to invoice clients from your businesses. Everything can be managed from one place, making it easier to stay organized. In our free and growth plans, you can only set up a single company, so choose as per your needs. Here is an example of a company that has already been set up. To add your own company, simply select Add Company and enter your company details. Next, let's go to the Clients section. This is where you manage all the clients you bill. Think of this as your complete client roster in one place. ALFA is designed specifically for professionals who work with multiple clients and invoice them on a regular basis. Across all plans, you can add clients easily, and with the Growth and Pro plans, you can add an unlimited number of clients. There is no cap or credit system to worry about. Here is how this works. You simply fill in the required client details. One important thing to keep in mind is to make sure the client email address is correct and active. This becomes especially important if you plan to send invoices to your clients through email, either using ALFA or through your own email domain. Next, let's move on to the email sending integration. Here, you have a couple of options to choose from. You can connect your own custom domain using SMTP, which allows invoices to be sent from your business email address. Alternatively, if you use a Gmail or Google Workspace account, you can connect that as well. You can set this up in just a few steps. Grant the required permissions, and once that is done, the connection is complete. As you can see, a success message confirms that your email account is now linked and ready to use. If you prefer not to use Google Workspace or the custom domain option, you can by default opt to send invoices using the ALFA email ID. However, using your own Google account or custom domain option generally offers better email deliverability, and your clients will immediately recognize that the invoice is coming directly from you. Lastly, let's set up the tax profiles. These define the taxes you apply based on your region, and they will automatically appear in your invoice creation workflow. Here is an example of a tax profile already in place. You can create as many entries as you need, depending on your billing requirements. To add one, simply enter the tax name used in your region and the percentage you want to apply. This form makes the process quick and simple, and you can apply up to 2 tax values on a single line item of the invoice. Once everything is set up, you are ready to create your first invoice. You can start by selecting Create New Invoice. The title of the invoice template is fully editable, giving you the flexibility to name it the way you prefer. Whether you want to call it an estimate, a quotation, or a tax invoice, you can tailor it to match your requirements. The company we set up earlier will appear in this drop-down here. Go ahead and select the relevant company from the list. Next, choose the client you want to bill from your client list. This will automatically link the invoice to the correct client. You will also see 4 invoice templates available to choose from. These differ only in design, so you can pick the one that best matches your preference or brand style. If your client uses a different currency than your local one, you can select the appropriate currency here and send the invoice based on their preference. This gives you the flexibility to bill international clients with ease. Next, pay attention to the reply email section. This is especially important if you are sending invoices using the ALFA domain. When a client replies to the invoice email, their response will be sent directly to the email address you enter here. You can then choose whether to send the invoice to the client immediately or save it for later, based on your workflow. Now, let's go ahead and put the invoice together. The tax IDs you set up earlier will appear in this dropdown. As you can see, both IDs are available to select. You can apply up to 2 tax IDs per line item and select them here as needed. If you need to add more line items, you can easily do that by clicking on the Add Items tab. And once it's set up, you can turn this into a recurring invoice. This is useful if you are billing a client on an ongoing basis. You can automate how often the invoice is sent, daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly. You can also customize the billing intervals to match your exact requirements. Next, if you need to add notes or terms of service to your invoice, you can do that in the Notes section. Before sending, you can preview the invoice to see exactly how it will appear to your client. Right now, you are seeing one of the invoice templates. You can choose from 4 different templates, each offering a slightly different design style. Once you have selected the template and completed all the details, you can create the invoice. This step not only generates the invoice, but also sends it to the client if you have chosen that option. The invoice is now being saved and sent. As you can see, the status has been updated. The invoice is automatically sent on your behalf. It goes directly from your email address to your client without any manual intervention. This is how the client will receive it, with the invoice included as an attachment for easy access and reference. Now, back to the application. The Action menu gives you quick control over your invoices. From here, you can edit an invoice if you need to make any changes. You can also preview an existing invoice to see how it appears to your client. If you need a copy, you can download the invoice directly from here. When a payment is received, you can mark the invoice as paid, and the status will automatically update from sent to paid. If you no longer need the invoice, you also have the option to delete it. Any recurring invoices you set up are automatically listed in this section. As you can see, the invoice we just created is scheduled as per our chosen interval. If you ever need to stop this automation, you can do that directly from here. Now let us return to the dashboard. Here, you can see all your key data points at a glance, including the number of invoices you have raised and the amount you have received. Because the invoice was marked as paid, the amount is automatically reflected in the received total. Any invoices with pending payments will be shown in the pending section. You can view your total earnings along with your average monthly revenue across the year. This gives you a clear picture of how your business is performing over time. You also have visual charts that showcase your revenue trends, along with quick action options that let you take the next step without leaving the dashboard. That brings us to the end of this walkthrough. Thank you for taking the time to explore ALFA. For more information or if you have any questions, please reach out to us at contact@alfa.app. We will be happy to help. Thank you once again, and we look forward to supporting your invoicing needs.